The views and opinions expressed by contributors on the Spoon River Gothic podcast are their own and do not necessarily reflect the position of the host. Material heard on the Spoon River Gothic podcast is intended for adult listeners. This podcast deals with mature topics that may not be suitable for all listeners. Listener discretion is advised. This is Spoon River Gothic, narrative of a double homicide.
Available to take your call. Please leave a message after the tone.
What is the emergency? 5 seconds. Never know. So I tried to tell her, hey, you need to stay away from him. And she just wouldn't listen to me. She was like, oh, come on. But she was very attracted to him. But like I said, he was a good-looking guy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But, let's say I used to do some little card reading, and I always said if I had read anybody's cards and something bad came out of it, that I wouldn't read cards again. I think right before that happened, I had done a card reading on her, and it came up all spades. I was like, this was a reading I had done with a regular deck of cards, and anyway, it was weird because I got a strange feeling about it. It was like, wow, this is strange. And she came up with all spades on her, and it was like and then that happened to her. So it was like I would not ever want to do it again. I never did do any readings on anybody again after that. But she'd stop over at my place with me, and this is how she met Donnie Bull. She came home with me one night. We had been drinking after work, had a few drinks after work. And she came home with me, and my husband was there and his friend Donnie Bull. And she was immediately very attracted to him, and anyway, they got to talking, and he told her that he could get her a couch out of there because she was saying she needed a couch. They worked at Wright's Furniture. Got to talking, I told her don't trust him, and she wouldn't listen to me. She gave him her apartment key, and then she started wanting to come over more often. But he was a nice looking guy, he really was. And I had heard bad stuff about him before. He hung out with my husband. They partied together all the time. And I'd heard a lot of bad stuff about him. But And I told her, I said, look, I wouldn't be trusting him and giving him your apartment key like that. And she said, oh, I'm not worried about it. She said, I told him now I wanted a recliner. And I was like, you didn't? And she said, yeah. So that was probably the last time I seen her at work. And then it was like, I don't know, the week after that, then like the next weekend or something, they said Linda Billington was our bartender there at work. And she called me and said that, told me that she had been found dead. I had to work another night up at the Elks, and I seen Kent McDowell was up there, and he was one of the cops here in Canton, and he was always up there drinking. Anyway, I told him, I said, listen, I said, Donna gave Donnie Bull her apartment key, and because we know, otherwise they probably would have never found out that it was him, or even if it was. And I don't know for sure. I say that, but I really don't know for positive that it was him, because I was always really not sure about the guy from the bank, because he did a lot of weird things. Well, like they said, it was a bitter cold day out that day, and that he went over there. They said that he had walked over there from the bank, and I thought, well, really, as cold as it is, he walked over there from the bank. And then they said he was trying to get into her apartment, that he was trying to take the air conditioner out of the window. And I just thought, well, that's really weird. I just thought that guy was kind of strange, that he acted kind of odd. But I had heard bad things about him in the past, so I would not have wanted to be alone with him. Afterwards, just from hearing about him walking over there when it was so cold that day, and hearing that he had tried to take the air conditioner out of the window and just stuff like that, it's like, what? Why would he do that? And then I seen him at the Elks at other parties, and he always acted kind of odd when he would see me, I think he was almost relieved. I just got the feeling like he was almost relieved. But I had heard that she had had something going with him, and he was married. But like I said, I still don't know that. I still can't say, even though, they say, oh yeah, they got their man. But I still think, how do you know, though? How do you really know?
Yeah.
I know he had done some horrific things to women in the past. I heard about he did horrible things, but and I don't doubt that he has it in him, definitely, but I still, what if it wasn't him? What if it was that other guy,
Yeah, I do. What if somebody got away with murder?
Yeah. Know that anything else, that he did anything else. I don't know that he was the guilty one. even though he definitely had it in him to do all that because of the things he had done, violent things against women in the past I'd heard about. To the state's attorney, and I told him, and oh no, we got our guy. To me, it's like he was like, oh no, we got our guy, we got our man, he's the one. But how do you know? That's the part that's always bothered me. They sure were, yep.
Well, it sounds like you have good memories of Donna.
Yeah. She was a lot of fun to be around, and, she was a nice girl. She was pretty. She was a nice looking woman,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's just really a shame,
Yeah.
It was always, but, the I think the cops, to me, it's like they were, happy to have their suspect, and to wrap up the case,
Right.
But I still, I wasn't suspicious about anybody else except that guy at the bank.
Right. Oh, that's interesting, yeah.
Nurse that had called me, and she was crying and said Donna and Justine were both dead, and I was like, what? And I seen Kim McDowell was up there, and he was one of the cops here in Canton, and he was always up there drinking. Anyway, I told him, I said, listen, I said, Donna gave Donnie Bull her apartment key, and because we know, otherwise they probably would have never found out that it was him. Or even if it was, and I don't know for sure. I say that, but, I really don't know for positive.
Yeah, this is Kim McDowell, Canton, Illinois. A note here to call you.
Hi, how are you?
Not too bad.
So I'm working with Lone Bird Media, and we are conducting research for a case that happened back in 1993.
Okay.
And it's regarding Donnie Bull.
Okay.
And I was hoping to know if you had just a quick moment for me to ask you a few questions.
Yeah, what precipitated this? What does Lone Bird Media do?
It's a production company that produces podcasts. And so we're in the initial stages of gathering research. And the intention is just to give voice to everyone involved.
Okay. Well, my understanding is Mr. Bull's deceased, isn't he?
Correct.
Okay.
So I was just hoping to know, what do you remember?
Not a whole lot. I wasn't really involved in the case very much. I was a patrolman, and I guess the night it happened, when they discovered the fire, I was off duty, and I was already home. I didn't know anything about it until the next day, or later that night when I came back to work. And I was a patrolman. I didn't really have a whole lot to do with the case.
And how long had you been a patrolman at that time?
I don't remember. I mean, what year was that, 93?
Yeah, 93.
I've been a police officer since 78. So,
wow, that's a long time.
yeah, it's a lifetime.
Do you have, I know you were just a patrolman, but do you have any opinions on how the investigation was handled?
Just my knowledge of what I saw was going on was, extremely professional. The way I understood it, it was really thorough. So it led to a conviction and then an appeal that was denied. So that tells me that it was well done. Okay.
Did you know Donna or Donnie?
No.
Okay. What were your initial suspicions at the time?
I didn't have any. I had no intimate knowledge of the case.
Okay. Well, I think one last question. Do you feel justice was served?
If there was a conviction in court and a denial of an appeal, it's obvious that justice was served. I mean, you can't serve justice when you have a 3-year-old or 2-year-old, however old Justine was, and Donna. I mean, you can't ever bring them back. So I don't know. I guess that question is, I don't know how you answer that. Actually, I mean, the baby's still gone, and so is Donna. So I don't know. I guess for our system of justice, yeah, justice will serve.
Okay.
For the family, I can't answer that question for the family, but.
Right, I understand. Okay, sir. Thank you so much for your time.
Okay.
I don't know that anything else, that he did anything else. I don't know that he was the guilty one. To the state's attorney, and I told him, and oh no, we got our guy. To me, it's like he was like, oh no, we got our guy, we got our man, he's the one. But how do you know? That's the part that's always bothered me.
Spoon River Gothic is a production of Lonebird Media in association with CZ Studio. The show is produced by August Olson, editing, directing, and producing by Corey Zimmerman. Audio mastering and engineering by E. Mastered. Research is done by Anne-Marie Cannon, Chelsea Mesa, and me, Jinra Illustrissimo. Spoon River Gothic is written and hosted by Corey Zimmerman. You can follow the show at czstudio.works and read the blog at spoonrivergothic.com. Show some love by leaving us a rating or review on Spotify, iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts. And stay tuned for the next episode as we dive deeper into the Donnie Bull case. Thank you for listening. This is Spoon River Gothic, narrative of a double homicide.